how's it going? It's Colin Daniel here from riffninja.com. Just going to give you a wee little taste of what's happening in my new Beginner's Blues Riff chorus. And this is a discussion on the riff that I showed you just before this. And it's more of a theoretical lesson. And once you understand where it comes from, of course, you should be able to piece this all together. It's based in E pentatonic minor with a chromatic passing note. A chromatic passing note means a note that doesn't necessarily belong in the scale, but it still is used to pass between one note to the next in the scale. And we use a thing called a minor third. It's an interval, it's 2 notes. This is very popular. It's in a lot of different riffs, which is why I kind of wanted to show you this in the first place. And it starts on the 3rd string, 4th fret. I use the 3rd finger, and I explained before there's a bunch of different reasons why I use the 3rd finger here instead of the 1st and 2nd finger. I'm using the 3rd and 2nd finger like this. And then of course the E is my drone, right? And you notice I slide up. You don't have to slide up to that, but it is the 4th fret, 3rd string that we're sliding up to. And then I drop my 2nd finger down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and play the E open. And the picking sequence is 3, 2, 1, 2. Those are the strings. 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string open, and then back to the 2nd string. The first 3 strokes are down, and then the last one's up. And I got you to practice that first. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, you know. Once you got the feel for that, then I said to you to move it down a semitone. Now my root is the lowest note in this riff movement. Here it's a B, then it goes down to the B flat, then it goes down to the A, right? And there's that chromatic passing note. Comes out of the extended scale. Right out of that scale, that E pentatonic 2-position scale. Instead of playing it right across like the 1 position, we shift on the 3rd string, so it goes open and then 3rd finger, open and then 2nd, open and then 2nd, open and then 2nd fret, right? Now with the 3rd finger we go to that 4th fret, 3rd string, and now we cross over 2nd string, 3rd fret, and that's 2nd finger and then pinky, and then 2nd finger and then pinky. And by playing it that way, we get a little higher. See, that's all part of the extended scale. Here's the 1 position, and here's the extended 2 position. It's still part of the scale. It's part of the same key. It's got the same notes in it, just that we've gone up a little higher. And by intermixing these 2 positions, we get more possibilities. And that's where this chromatic passing note thing went. Because if you went through the scale, there's the 3 chromatic passing notes, right? B, B flat, then A. Then our G sharp hammer. And that's the chromatic passing note between the 7 or the 6 and the 7. That's yet another story. You could also call it a hammer-on off the major minor 3rd, which is what's really happening. So there's that scale, and there's my interval, right? The B minor 3rd. And then I drop it down a semitone, and that becomes, if you want to call it the flatted 5th, because it's 4 to 5 is, if we're in the key of E, 1 is E, 4 is A, and 5 is B. So that's the chromatic pass note between the 4 and 5. You hear it a lot in things like this. It's traditional. There's the same notes, A, A sharp, B, an octave lower, right? So it's used a lot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be played an octave lower, and it doesn't have to be played going ascending or descending. It can be a mix of both, or one way or the other. That depends on what you're doing with it. In this case, we're descending. so it goes, I'll go by root instead of calling out each name. I just call it the root. Like there's my B, there's my B flat, there's my A, here's my hammer on off the minor major third, and here's my root, the low E. And then later I add the chord if you want to. It's just a little extra bonus. Now I doubled up. I mentioned that to you at the end of. There's many picking patterns. Here I'm using just the third and the second string. Back and forth, right? There you go, chromatic pass note between the 4 and 5 in our 2-position E pentatonic minor scale. Stay out of trouble, kids. And if you're interested in more, you can check me out at riffninja.com/easyriffs. All right, good luck, have fun.